today. I hope you will find, cause we always have new hopes. I wish you best luck, focus on your goals. Don't forget to be open-minded. We know the world is changing. We know the world is falling. Let's hold each other, grow together. Define one for all, define for our joy. We can be everything we want. We can feel the glorious of life. Define all for one, define for our secret. We can be everything we want. We can always put a smile on everyone's face. Well, don't come and say be smart with your sense. You can start using the blockchain. Let's make things easy. Adapt to new world. Don't forget to keep on moving. We know the world is changing. We know the world is rolling. Let's hold each other, grow together. Define one for all, define for our circle. We can be everything we want. We can feel the glorious of life. Define all for one, define for our island. We can be everything we want. We can feel the glorious of life. Define one for all, define for our comfort. We can be everything we want. We can feel the glorious of life. Define all for one, define for our joy. We will never regret today. We will go on and live well with define forever. Something young one
Really amazing. An amazing tune with amazing lyrics. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, every single one on today's show. We're grateful to all of you who are here this morning supporting this particular program for this Dr. Sunny Ahanse Crypto Show. This show is not just for me, it's for you now. John, Angela, Bill, Kevin, Aggie, my sister, Richard, Adeboye. Yeah, these are all the streaming team. Shaibu, all the way, and William Gemega. That man has a special product, but I will tell you later, not on this particular platform. Amazing stream of people, amazing good people all over the world. Today, we're going to be asking the main man himself relevant questions around about the blockchain and the crypto. Just stay tuned for 2 minutes. Let me readjust my seat in the process. Stay tuned. We're right back, and the show is about to begin. You're going to hear from the man himself who have been with us all the way, all the way, all the way from where? From Singapore on the trading floor. Bill has been helping us for the last 10 days or so to understand what is actually happening within the realm of blockchain and cryptocurrency. He has been helping us to see how we can optimize our position in terms of gaining substantially from the blockchain and what it presents. It has been demonstrated in the trading, how we can trade, how we can optimize our financial position. And we believe, we're confident that for those of you who are actually following us on a regular basis would have actually optimized their position and understand exactly. The show today is to put Bill on the spotlight to say, Bill, the floor is open. My first question for you, because today is an interview of the man himself, William Tien, all the way from Singapore. Bill, can you tell us everything, anything about yourself? The floor is open.
Good morning. This good afternoon here is from Singapore. Good morning to everybody, and thanks, Sunny, for inviting me back into the show now. And I'd like to actually give a bit of an introduction about me. I've been in, how to say, in computer world for more than since 1993, when we start to have computers deployed for what do you call this paging system back in the early days. And I'm a Singaporean. So what we do is that we always be in the technology. My first time that I actually touch a computer and assemble a computer is 1992. So this is my back time from then. And also back in 1996, we were the first one in the world, would say the first one in the world from Australia, when I was in Australia, to actually build the smart wallet. It's actually not a smart wallet, it's actually a wallet built inside a Nokia and also palm tree. So that's how I got into the wallet. I believe I'm one of the earliest guys to actually have a wallet in the mobile phone. In this, many of my friends doesn't have it. And then also my first public company, 1999 Australia, is called TimeMac, and this is actually on the process of digital payment and fintech at that time. So I've been in this whole life in fintech, which is financial and technology. Then it actually evolved into crypto. Actually, we're actually ahead of crypto. We actually got into this MasterCard, when we were issuing token at that time, was selling tokens. So if you want to have a transaction, you have to pay the tokens to actually, a merchant will pay 100 tokens, 200 tokens, so that every time they do a transaction, it is encrypted into their payment. We did that back in 2004 with a company in London. So I believe if we are talking about crypto, we are actually before Bitcoin. Which is 12 years ago, they actually got this paper and put out. So we actually got into knowledge on digital back more than 20 years ago. So this is where I am, and why we are very, very confident in dealing with others, because number one, for blockchain, for crypto, for the new DeFi, we are ahead of time. We prepare ourselves. I've been in the same business for the last 20 years, and I believe in the next 20 years I'll be in the same business, because it keep me younger, and it keep me how to say, excited. Every day we work 18 to 20 hours a day until now for the last 20 years. That's my introduction.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I mean, that has covered 2 and 1 and 2. So that's what is called 2 in 1. I can tell you now that you're not younger than me, Bill. Yeah, I am 78, 89, and I look and I feel 30. Isn't that really amazing? Right. My second and third question to you, Bill, is this. In recent time, we have been hearing about the buzzword DeFi. I know you mentioned a little bit about it. Can you tell the viewer exactly what it is and how they can benefit from this ecosystem that DeFi presents, please?
DeFi actually didn't started like recently. It actually started more than 3-4 years ago, or rather, when the blockchain was out. Why why Satoshi wants to start Bitcoin? It was all because nobody trusts the system, and that was the forefathers. Actually, I call Bitcoin the forefathers in blockchain that actually push it from a piece of paper. 1 year later, have the codes develop the code, then they start to mine Bitcoin. And then after that, they try to find users. So why they are the forefathers? Because they were the first one to try everything they never tried before in their life. And the best part is when you come to this world, that everybody tries to learn. The smartest person is always not the government, not the scholars. It's always the criminal. That's why they have the deep web. They found that this is the best encryption. The police can't catch them. Because why? In order for any business to succeed, number one, you must have a financial system. So they were the first adapters. Too bad to say that it started that way. So when that happens, the police have to catch them, FBI have to catch them, they have to learn the trade. So everybody gets smarter. I believe those FBI at that time, when they caught all these things, even for Mount God, in Japan, the famous hack and everything, all the police officers, all the investigators have really become experts in that area because they found out they actually can break the system. So that's why as the system gets developed and the speed of development that we are doing, we're talking about 12 years on Bitcoin. We're talking about 8.5 years now, which I would say this Ethereum, which we support our system on it. It is actually developing so fast. And there is actually a time definition where 2017, we started crypto. 1 day in crypto is 7 months in human life, okay? But now, you call DeFi, decentralized finance. 1 day in decentralized finance is 7 years, 7 Earth years. So because of the time taken so fast, that many people never catch up. I find this is very, very sad because I always like to demonstrate, we have 7.7 billion people. We have 3.5 billion wallets. Mobile phone. Okay, we have 3.5 billion social media user. We only have, plus Bitcoin and Ethereum, less than 100 million, not billion, that actually have a wallet. So I am very, very happy when Sunny brought this program in because I find education is number one. So I believe everybody here, other than those who have have a wallet. And when everybody thinks wallet, what is a wallet? Wallet is not something, is actually called, actual wallet, physical wallet that you carry on your back of your pocket. But the wallet here is actually, it's actually an identity. So the development of wallets from the day one, they put it as a wallet. So they put all the currency, all the bank, when they develop a software where you put your US dollar, your pound, everything, they also call that wallet. Because we were the first one of the first one to actually put wallet in the mobile phone. I'm gonna send this photograph with Sunny, and it's actually developed by an Australian team. I was very, very lucky was in that team, and that was in 1996. So from that time, we actually get a lot of knowledge, because we were actually hacking the phone, because the firmware from Nokia, they don't give us the firmware, the Palm Tree, they don't give us because they don't think we are right. So the only way we do is we hack in, not to destroy it, but to put a wallet inside there to prove them that, you see, I put a wallet inside there. That's how we got all this thing done in the hard way. Okay. So now everything now becomes open, everybody understand. So why all this comes into it? Because one thing I also catch me, now we call it about 8 years now in China. I was in Shanghai. It was Chinese New Year. And what caught me was so in my moments is that in that Chinese New Year, they got red packet. Red packet is actually Chinese. They always give to people when they give birth. Let me actual red packet when they put the money inside, when they give birth, when they married, when they engage, when they how do you say birthday, and also when you die. But you don't give red packet, you get white packet because people die. It's not red. It's very it's not good. They always put white. They call it. That's why Chinese they say red and white event. So are you going to red event? There's a celebration. They go to white event. It's somebody's funeral. So this is how they put the money in. Actually, on that day in Chinese New Year, about 8 years ago, they actually came out with a red packet, or in Chinese, it called Hongbao Revolution. 100 over million of renminbi dropped into the wallet. What happened to the wallet? Everybody took a mobile phone, download the app called WeChat. What is this? I just clicked. I received $3. I received $200. And somebody even received 50,000, sorry, renminbi, not wrong. Everybody so had joy and passing around. And all you need to do is shake, you got money. Shake, you got money. So everybody in the whole New Year, there's even event and even people having 10 mobile phones, putting on the basket and shake the whole basket just to get the money. I mean, this is how the revolution in China 8 years ago. Now, when you got the money, the first thing the grandmother will do is try to how to get this money out of the system. Remember, I'm trying to tell you why it happens. It's actually getting digital currency out of the system. So when they get it, they put in the bank. They trust the system now. So now they know, oh, this actually works. Then it comes back to the Western world. We still like cards. But do you know that in 1956, when bank card in US came up, they actually digitized currency. Everybody has been using digital currency since, not now. So card that you have is only a number. The bank tell you. So when you take out the American dollar in the bank, if you're America, you see the word "In God we trust." You don't have to trust the bank, you trust the God. Okay? You look at the dollar behind. "In God we trust." Okay? So most of the currency you'll say is guaranteed by the central bank. Of course, if the government like Singapore, central bank, no problem. But some countries, central bank, you change every 4 years, the central bank, and the money goes off everywhere. So all these are different. So this is why, because of all these things, people don't trust. That's why Bitcoin came out, because the system lost the trust because it's controlled by people with a lot of money, or rather make a lot of money. So banks pay huge dividends. So the future, and if you want to buy a bank stock or you want to own a bank stock, it's very expensive. So this is why what we look at this system now in the market is decentralized. This is how it came out, and they call DeFi. Sorry, I had to explain very clearly, Sunny.
No problem. Bill, that was amazing. Giving us the genealogy and the history, the geography of where it had been and where you have been. Now, this is one of the interesting things. You mentioned that only 100 million people having downloaded the Bitcoin wallet or other forms of wallet. And the blockchain cryptocurrency have been, particular cryptocurrency have been in vogue, have been in operation since 2008. Yeah, to be precise, from October 2008. Why is there so low adoption? Why have you not seen massive of billions of people now actually in this financial terrain? Why is it? Why is there slow growth? And what is the future of it if that is so slow?
First of all, let me correct. Bitcoin doesn't have 100 million. Bitcoin and Ethereum added together, plus other wallet like Tron, EOS, and all these wallets had to be credit to other blockchain founders. They also came into the sphere. But remember, you just asked another very important question. When was smartphone out? Smartphone only out in the last 6-7 years. How many person can afford a smartphone? 4 years ago, or rather, I think, yeah, coming 4 years already, I took over a London company, and I actually went to London to talk to my shareholders. I was trying to introduce an app in my mobile phone. I went to a crowd of 10%, and I was telling the apps, oh, fantastic. Then this old lady, also a shareholder, came up because I bought the company, an old company. William, I'm using a phone. Why my phone cannot work? I took a phone and looked at it. I was laughing. because it's an old digital Nokia phone. How can you put a wallet in? I was dealing with this problem back in 1996, and now you're telling this. Why people are doing it is because the app is something you download. I also ask another question. Why the Asian adapt the app so much? Because number one, when everybody is busy working, or even I believe some of your this generation that I have the same problem. When the children ask you, "Hey, come, daddy, you play this game," you never play the game. Oh, go Nintendo, go try all these games. So they are the first to get the digitization knowledge and everything. So it's not our generation. I'm in the 50s. I mean, in the 50s generation. Only people in the Y and Z generation are the one that we spoil them by digital, playing game, playing Pokemon, picking everything. I play with that. I enjoy it, but I think I waste my time. But they didn't waste the time. They actually live in the virtual world. Why the Chinese pick up so much compared to the Western world? I'm telling you, it's a regret. Because the mobile phone came out so fast, every model so fast. So the generation that bought the phone gave it to the grandchildren. Then the grandchildren don't want to play, leave around. The grandparents took the mobile phone and play with them because they have time with the children. Okay, so that's how the senior population in China actually got the best phone, because every 6 months a phone is changed in China. Okay, that's why you see Apple 1 year got two version of phone comes out. So you actually get new phone all the time, or we say anything that's 2 years old. I go to US, and I will say about iOS, which is a mobile phone, about 7. Okay, they were still using 4. So that means, in other words, they believe that when the phone can use, it can use, because of what always their mind is, a phone is always a phone. So now this is why is they don't understand. And I tell you another very, very important. I ask you all over here, how many of you still have phone in your house? Phone with a line in the house. If you have it, that means there's something wrong, because the phone never rings. If this phone ever rings, either something is wrong or don't know who is calling you, because you never give anybody your phone number anymore. You only get your mobile phone. Am I right, all of you?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Fantastic. Fantastic. Bill, tell us now, the cryptocurrency, there have been a lot of doubters that it would never come to play, or the government would tamper with it, the government would switch it off, the government would switch off the internet and cryptocurrency and blockchain, all the initiative will disappear. But from your own professional, from your own inner self, what do you think the future of this technology, the blockchain and the cryptocurrency is? Do you think that the government will ever ban the initiative or bring it about, the crypto and the blockchain initiative?
You asked a very good question. First of all, would the government want to send somebody to inspect, come down to take your meters at your home and pay money to get this bill collector to come and collect money from your door? Would somebody still send you mails because the postman? It's all being digitized. If the government agencies are doing that, the government is embracing solar power. They are all digitized. How am I going to monitor something that is digitized power, digitized carbon credits? How do you do that? Or actually using the internet. So when you have the internet, you like it or not, whether it's government, private, individual, crooks, or anybody, that becomes your a core, like an energy, like electricity. So whatever you connect on top, it could be a ironing board or iron or razor, or it could be a server that is producing a crypto. That is a server that's going to the bank. So you think the government will never involve in crypto? Yes. They don't call it crypto, they call it blockchain. Same also, crypto is a dirty word because many people scam and all these things. I got scammed too when we do the crypto. We get smarter every time. So what happened is crypto is nothing. It's actually something that is a tool to learn. Remember I told you one day one day in a crypto world is 7 months in a human life on Earth. And now DeFi is one day is 7 years. It's not because I'm saying it's 7 years. For you to catch up now, it's so complicated. If I tell you how the crypto works in technical and everything, I ask you another very simple question. You have a car. The car that you have, do you need to worry? When we have cars 20, 30 years ago, first thing we always make sure that we are also mechanic, because car will break down anytime. But now the car doesn't break down. Why? Because it has data pulled up into the back office of BMW. They know what happened to the car. You don't even need to worry. Tesla will tell you which car have accident somewhere. They will also monitor everything. So what happened is, if all these are happening, you think the government is not monitoring? You're getting smarter. You think the government don't get involved? They will want to get. That's why they formed the R3 network, where all the banks connected into the private blockchain, where the banks are doing transactions. Banks are doing testing transaction. Australia. I live in Australia. They're the first country in the world to actually digitize transaction. That's why they call this the trading. They're the first public company that actually listed on the exchange. And I have seen I believe they'll be the first country in the world to actually have shares digitized. And these are government agency, okay? If these are happening, what happened to the financial world? Same. That's the reason why government is issuing digital bank license. So if the government doesn't believe in crypto, why they issue digital bank license from Hong Kong, from London, even you have digital bank license in it? Why are they having a Revolut in UK? Why are they doing that? Because they actually, yeah, blockchain, okay. I control, okay. But how do I control? By licensing, by providing the limitation. Exchange, and many exchanges now, if as long as I know your wallet and I know who are you to take the crypto, it's okay because I license you. This is how government have no way to stop, but the only way is to improve by going ahead, by endorsing. So either you become a follower or you become a leader or a controller. I tell you another very simple joke. If a criminal wants to do something, okay, and he get caught, the first person I always amazed is the policeman, because he went and found how he did it. So when both of them go to jail, the first thing is the crook will tell the lawyer how he actually do it. So does that lawyer learn something? Yes, he learns something. Then the policeman will tell the prosecutor how he do it, how am I going to catch him and put him to jail? So they're going to pass a law. So now both of them did it and they went to the court. The poor judge sit out there and reading it. But judge is very, very smart because he always balance on both. Get the reason to find a reason to charge him. Okay, find a law. If no law, make a precedent. So that becomes a law. So now you have now at the end of the day, I always ask myself, what happened if this guy's after 5 years? The judge maybe become a blockchain consultant advisor. The policeman becomes a security expert for catching that. The criminal becomes the expert in the field of scammers. Or sorry, maybe he reformed. He becomes a white hat, just like our famous hacker in the world now becomes a white hat for FBI and everything. Then what happened to the policeman? And the prosecutor, suddenly I can take more cases because you don't know, I know.
Brilliant analogy. Absolutely brilliant analogy. So what you're demonstrating to us and the listener all around the world is that the blockchain is actually a code name that the government uses in order to deal in cryptocurrency. Excellent. Now, Bill, this is a question right now. This is an amazing question. You are the CEO of TRAMS DEX, yeah? CEO of TRAMS, right? So you've been in financial world and in blockchain industry for 3-4 decades now. Yeah. And what actually led you to create this company called TRAMS DEX? Yeah, I spell it to people, TRAMSDEX. Tell us exactly what the TRAMS DEX is and why did you create it?
I thank you for that. That was a very good question. I always like to answer that. In the last 30 years, I've been traveling around the world. I've been in more than 30 countries in the world. I ask you, what you do when you arrive in the country? You change money. Then you want to do is You want to go and enjoy yourself. And you want, after you enjoy yourself, oh, I run out of money. I need to find a way the money to remit back to you. Just imagine you're an island where there's only 2 flights out of the island and there's no internet. Okay. Then there's the other problem is that how am I going to carry money? I go to sorry to say Africa, some places, or some even some Indonesian islands or something that not everybody is friendly. So you may get robbed. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm saying before, not now. Now actually the system is better because of the technology. So what happened? Where do you go and call your wife or your family to send you money? That's where you have MoneyGram. That's why you have Western Union. There's all these things start coming up. So when you have all these things coming up, then you'll find out that while you travel around the world, you gain one most important thing is how you're going to have this financial system perfect. For the last 20 years, I'm doing that. Since 2000, first public company I have is called TIMEC. And my new public company that I'm having in the next month is also called TIMEC. It'll be in US. The one was in Australia. So what I have done is actually, I was actually giving insurance on a card and nobody have did that. But the plan didn't took off because nobody have enough more smart wallets. We are ahead of time. We are telling people to buy Nokia. Why should I buy Nokia? Because I put the software in the Nokia. Now, you don't need to, any phone, you download the app, is on the phone. So this is how I found the technology have caught up, number one. Number two, I'm very happy for people where back in 1995, 96, I was selling email address in Australia for 20 Aussie dollars. And then I hate something. I hate Hotmail. When it came out, it was free. So I lost my money earning it. So I found another way to make money was to send email. You know, I ask you a joke, okay? Back 20 years ago, Sunny, when you got email, what do I do? Hello, Sunny, I send you an email. So, or text you, Sunny, I send an email. So you, oh, I got it. So you go to the computer and look at the email address. So this is actually revolve. At that time, we were making a call. Like just now I say, there's no more phone. Then what we did is, I lost the revenue of making email. We went the other way around, was to send SMS message. So we sell prepaid phone cards so that every time we can actually, when there's a message, we actually program in the computer a server so that we every time there's a email, we actually send a ping to you, a message, and it was 50 cents Australian, one message. That was so expensive. But I'm just there, that's a revolution. I mean, of course, then we did something funny because you found that one month we only sell maybe 50 cards. We need to sell 500 cards to make money. So what we do, we send publishing message, we make advertisement message. So his prepaid card finished faster than normal. So we're selling 500 cards a month now instead of 50 cards because he need to top up. So I'm trying to tell you, revolution of time. There is time where you make money in certain places, and there's a certain time. That's the reason why I've been following from the pager days to the mobile phone days to the payment days, and now to this, almost everything is there. Okay, now the world that we live in is only need what I want to do with. I need money. How am I going to get money? I ask you now. We used to call and send money. All you need to do is I run out of money in London. I don't have a bank account, everything. All I need to do one thing. I go to Western Union. I just need to text my family member. Please send the money. I'll wait for you when the Western Union open or the MoneyGram open. Then I go there and pick up the money, or in London, any place. But some places don't have it, like Italy. They don't have it. So where are you going to get money? No, you can't get money. This is why in countries I've gone, even so developed, even like Japan, you go out of the city, everybody paying cash. Seriously, only in the city, everybody is nice. You actually pay cash. They don't even take card. This is what I call technology is still way to go. And I found anybody who hold cards, sorry to say, normally is about 45 years old and above. Younger people don't even carry cards anymore. They carry a mobile phone. So anybody is now in China, I don't know, maybe in some countries it's going to pick up. Above 25 years old don't have email address. They call it, my grandfather use it. I don't use it. Sorry, this is how I got into this.
Wow, Bill, that is amazing. So TRAMS really, what will it do for the human rate? what would people benefit from TRAMS DEX?
Okay, just now I mentioned I go to a country, I need to do money changer. So for me to even get myself set foot in this part, yeah, I see my friends are doing very well, some even billionaire now. It's because they actually capture a certain part of the market. I only want to capture. When this TRAMS DEX came down, which is actually a DEX decentralized from Uniswap, we found something very, very important. Now, I don't have to even use my money to put inside to open a bank. I'm using everybody's money to pull in and run the bank. I just need a pair, US dollar, Ethereum, pound or euro. They have a euro digital token, or Singapore, they have XGS token. They have Australian digital token. I just pair it with Ethereum or Bitcoin. So now I go to any country. I just need to connect the API. I can pay you at the rate. So now we actually, our program is actually from January, we actually have an API where you actually go in, even MEDILIVE, we give you got a wallet from Trust Wallet, you just going to pay your MEDILIVE to actually pay for something that's £10. The merchant will get £10, but you use your crypto to pay. But is how you do it? Very simple. When I quote you the price to transact, where do I get my price? I can normally it was an exchange providing the liquidity, but exchange charge a fee. You are controlled by them. But and what happened? The exchange go bankrupt. You have to connect to the next one, or somebody like the famous a card company just in Germany just went bust because it was manipulating, loaning the money. But you do a thing decentralized, everybody can see the money, and you just transact. So TRAMS DEX becomes the money changer of crypto. That's why we have positioned ourselves. Not that means when you say money changer, it's a transaction fintech platform. So if you now has an app on the website saying, "Oh, I want to provide a massage service, but I want to capture the crypto world." So all you need to do is on your website, just download our app, just connect to our API, and you select credit card payment. Oh, I don't want to make my wife know I went for massage. So I don't want also to use Western Union. It charges a lot of money. I go to PayPal. PayPal also charge me a lot of money. Then I'll just use my Web3 wallet like Trust Wallet. I got about 300 Ethereum or Bitcoin. Okay, I'll use that to pay. Or maybe MEDILIVE token. I just pay that. Nobody knows. So you go inside, you pay. But the person who received, the merchant who received, he selected, I like Bitcoin, I like Ethereum, but I love British pound more because I'm very traditional. I'm more than 45 years old, so I prefer the traditional. I want the money go to my bank. Okay, you do that. So this is how TRAMS DEX becomes the connector to all this. So when from here starts, everything is connected. Okay, so we also have our chat platform. We have our 60,000 users. We're actually connecting. Next month, you actually can do everything. Instead of you going to Twitter, Facebook, or Telegram, just to connect, we have everything inside app. This is actually also operated by decentralized. So you don't need, and even they know who you are, Sunny. You just need a wallet to connect. That's it. This is how we are operating on a decentralized world.
Wow. Wow. This is just amazing. I mean, I would say you are not human. You're close to the angels, Bill. This is just incredible for what you've done and what you explained to us right now. Now, this thing I've been hearing right now, just before I ask that question, with this current development, how do you see the Visa and MasterCard in the near future in terms of, as a payment system that we're using at the moment? How do you see them?
First of all, go to the patent website and put MasterCard and crypto. You see they have 200 over patents. These are, you ask them, are they in the business? They are worried that you take their business. That's why they patent they patent first. So you tell me, are they in the business? They are in the business. But what happened is they are people. They are also event. Okay. Do you know that in China, everybody has a card and they pay everything by mobile phone? When it comes to Europe for shopping, they actually have the physical bring a card. Unless the shop takes WeChat payment or Alipay payment, they have no way to pay them. So how are we going to do that? So they're going to actually get a card. But the Chinese Union Pay, some places like in Italy, only some out of I think about 400 banks, only 10 banks accepted the Chinese Union Pay card, or you draw money from there. You can't do anything. Or you draw the money is only 50 euro. how can you pay something for 50 euro? So now they had to have a prepaid MasterCard. That's why prepaid MasterCard, prepaid Visa card came up, because you don't provide credit card anymore. In China, nobody provides a credit card. Although there are credit card for the rich, but everybody owns. Every card, you only keep even 1 cent in China. There's no fee. Other part in the world, why I actually compare China, actually the government system runs very well. The bank itself, even you have 1 cent, you have to keep the account open for you. There's no thing like in Australia, Hong Kong. Australia is okay. In Hong Kong, oh, your account is dormant. Even you got $10 or $1,000 inside, because there's no movement, the bank don't make money. I close your account because it's dormant. It's no dormant account in China unless you die. Okay. This is why, if the system is perfecting this way, that's why they are ahead of time. I'm so worried about the world, how you're going to work with this to actually go in the digital world. So number one, you have to prepare yourself. So everybody needs to do that.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Bill, I have to take you back because this language or this phrase or this sentence, I'll call it, is say DEFI, DEFI, right? Or DIFI, as the American may say, whatever it is. What exactly is it? And how do common people like me, yeah, benefit from this DEFI ecosystem? Tell us.
Number one, to be in the DeFi marketplace, or the generation, or the converted, which I always say converted, you have to convert to be a crypto to understand crypto. I believe all of you now are rigged up. The first thing you do is, I have met a lot of people, oh, I talk about crypto. I ask them one thing, do you have a wallet? If you don't have a wallet, don't talk about crypto. So if I go into a crowd of 10% or 100%, I always ask them the question, do you have a wallet? Can you raise your hand? Those who raise a hand is already partial or fully converted. Those who not having even raised a hand, that means it's not converted. So that means the chances of turning everybody to be a crypto. Because why? I'm afraid my information will be stolen. Everything. That's why DeFi came up. Something that is actually phenomenal. They came up with a simple wallet. That's why they call it decentralized app. That's why they call decentralized finance. That's why they call everything decentralized. That means everything is public. So that means only thing is this wallet is transacting. Don't tell people that this is your wallet. The transaction will go in the blockchain. There's $1 million going, but when the million going in, it's in and out. It's not you. Okay, there's the transactions going in. So this is why on DeFi it is called decentralized. You do anytime, anywhere. Can you transfer $2 in a bank? They'll charge you $5 for the fee. In DeFi, it's only the remittance fee, the gas. Not even paid by us, is the blockchain. Anything can be sent. So this is another one. When you can send, you can receive. Even what does even a guy, maybe what we call homeless guy, he doesn't need money to open a 10 pound to open, and then every month have to maintain they have 10 pound inside there, and he need a 10 pound for food tomorrow. So he can have a wallet. He can even have 1 cent of Ethereum or Bitcoin. It's still a wallet. So he can do it, and it's so easy. I made their videos in China make when this WeChat coming, they actually got a beggar asking for money. He said, I don't have money. Then he gave up his mobile phone with a QR code, which is a WeChat. So you had to pay. Then you say, oh, I don't, my mobile phone run out of battery. Never mind. Okay. Then he says, can I have your face? So use your face for payment. So now it is actually a beggar in China. It's actually much more developed than even a normal citizen over other part of the world. Because you do a face, you actually pay money using the face.
Amazing, amazing. So what you're saying right now, with DeFi, me, you, and everyone else on this particular platform, we're like a bank within ourselves. We can save, we can lend money, we can borrow using a crypto asset without the need for bank intermediation. Is that what you're saying?
unless you still want to collect the dollars, you still need to connect to the bank. That's why it goes to a SEX, which is a central exchange. That's why you
Yes.
need to go to, like, for instance, like what your Wirex, change your money, and you're still, because you have to give your wife the cash, because you still don't trust your dad, your mom, because they have to get cash. They don't believe the system. That's why that is only facilitated for them, for the bank. Other than that,
Wow.
no users.
Wow. Wow. So the bank is going to be defunct. The bank is going to go into oblivion in a not very distant future. Is that what you're suggesting to us? Or they're going to work in parallel between the crypto and the conventional world?
Okay. You've seen even the last 6 months, European, they want to come out with digital currency because Chinese came up with digital currency. The US, now
Yeah.
the Libra changed to
Yeah.
change another name and to come up again. They
Yeah.
have to be there. It's just a matter of time.
Fantastic. Bill, this is my last question before I open the floor for the audience. You were saying that you're developing a payment system, starting hopefully in January. How does somebody, any of our members who have held their MEDILIVE token, how can they benefit from the uses of this particular platform?
Okay, first of all, I didn't develop it recently. I developed 20 years ago. It is the know-how and the connection and all the knowledge. It is not just because of the software. Anybody can do the software. It is the process of understanding the whole ecosystem. Then the only those two things is most important. In order to get a user, he can have your wallet, can have million of tokens, but where he going to spend it? He must have merchant. But of course, if I run, whether I'm gonna be a gym or even a cold space rental, and also the law doesn't allow you to do it in most of the country to do crypto. So that's why it's very difficult to adapt. You see, like Venezuela, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, all using Bitcoin. The other thing, because they can't trust the currency, because by the morning you buy one pizza, in the afternoon you buy half a pizza because of the inflation. So they don't trust the government's money. So this is why they adapt it, because my shop adapt it. I didn't follow. This is why I said my shop adapt it. So it is the adaptation of the merchant. Now the merchant says, William, this is so complicated. How am I doing it? I ask you, do you have a website? No. Do you have a POS machine? No. Do you have a mobile phone? Yes. Download this app, and this is the POS app. POS, that means like a unit. Now, you register as a merchant. Now, you are doing on the fleet markets. In the day, you might be a teacher, or you could be a policeman, or you could be working, okay, as a day clerk. On the weekend, you want to sell something to make extra income for the family, or everybody's trying to do that, or do a service. Maybe I help you to repair because of my skill set, but I just want to collect extra thing. How are you going to do? You came up with a POS. Now the fella going to pay you, okay? He can pay you in currency, which you actually normally everybody has it by PayPal, or you can pay in crypto. So now is the adaptation of this merchant. This is where you asked me the question, how do MediLife benefit? You have to build the ecosystem. Number one, you have to build is the user base. The most important, increase the user base as many persons as possible to have a wallet first, number one. That is the first education, first line of education. Like when you go to school, the first line of education is called A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z, okay? Then you know you can construct a word. Then you can write a poem. You can write a thesis. Then you can write a formula. This is number one, from that to a number. Now, then, when they get adaptation, this is very fast adaptation. Don't think it's a 3 years effort. It could be a 3 month effort, or even 3 days because you already have basic training. You could be a teacher, you could be a scientist, you could be a lawyer, because you already have basic training. All you know is you have this hurdle of being converted. Once you converted, I believe all those guys are here that I already have gone through the last few months, is that you start to learn yourself. You realize that you got so much thing, you become a sponge. Then you, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. I can do this. Then what happened? If you know you can do this, all you need to do is, I just give you TRAMS DEX. You just connect. That's it. This is why I want you all to understand the education is very simple. It's whether you want to do it. The merchant want to do it, then the user want to do it. You marry by yourself. Just exactly like what happened to Alibaba. Alibaba came out, is everybody have a website, have a product. Well, now the next guy who came out was a search engine to find the product. Then the guy who came out like Amazon to put everything out, he didn't start it to become the first one. He came out to do the logistics, because the most hardest thing nobody want to do. He set up the logistic network. When the logistic done perfectly, they put anything, when even books, anything also can sell. So now this is the same thing Alibaba follows. It's the same thing what we are doing. Once we get this so-called changing component up, everything can be done. Anybody can follow us, but we want to build the system faster. That's why the way we are done is all our system is being built, and because of the knowledge we have this, we are ahead of time. So we're actually about 5 years ahead of time. So that means when we want to do this is deployment. It's no more how to do it. Will I get the problem with the law? We go to the law. We get everything. Even the company that runs TRAMS DEX owns the platform. They don't run. The software doesn't own by, it's designed, but owned by the company, but even the company only owns the token. They don't own anything. That means, in other words, I can't even own any because it's decentralized. It's in the blockchain. It is a smart contract. So we own the token. That is the only thing we got from the company. So the more we work, the token becomes more valuable, the TRAMS token. Same also when MEDILIVES starts, he want to introduce this medical services, training, understanding. Paper slip is, I like his idea, because you go to Africa and the person is sick. You always have the same problem in China. Oh, please, my wife's in the hospital. Oh, my son just got a high fever, or I just got an accident. I need money. Everybody will call. And how they put the money? Or put on their wallet. Same thing gonna happen. So now what happened if somebody that has seriously injured or something and need to pay for a service or advice, even the doctor? Where can you get a doctor to do online? That's what MEDILIVE provide that. So now, in order to do that, somebody have to, okay, I'm very rich. I can donate £2,000. Okay, Sunny, put the £2,000 and give my goods. If you do the £2,000 and use it, they so use. But if you put £2,000, change your crypto and put in the wallet, and then that's how you actually offer this as even a charity service. It can be done. Doesn't mean that, oh, you have $100, you have 20%, each one put $5 to help you. This is possible.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Bill. And Bill will be on our platform on a regular basis. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Let me, first of all, John, what is your question to Bill? He's willing, able, he's raw, able, ready, able, and willing. John, from you. If not, you just say pass. Let's go.
I just want to say thank you, Bill. It's fantastic. I'll just pass for the moment, if that's okay.
Okay, fantastic. Right, let's go to Shaibu. I think Shaibu is based in Nigeria. Shaibu, what is your question to Bill? Unmute yourself and tell us. Okay, Shaibu is not ready, is not available. Let's go to Atwood. Atwood is based in Middle East, in Dubai. Atwood, are you there? Unmute and speak to Bill.
Good morning, Bill.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Atwood, and like Dr. Sonny rightly said, I'm here in UAE. So from what you've been explaining since we are able to see that, you know, what MEDILIVES is bringing about here is not just an education about the MEDILIVE token, but the overall usage of the cryptocurrency and how people can actually empower themselves by the cryptocurrency and using it as a medium of exchange worldwide. Now, like you said, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Like you said, the cryptocurrency stage has passed that point where you know, she's going to be somehow compromised in its usage and in its entirety. But the question I have is, now that the cryptocurrency is available to be used as a medium of exchange through mobile devices, what mobile devices are capable of transactions are good for transactions, and what versions do they need to be, for them to be usable. And secondly, we have noticed also that some of the apps that we have, some have 3 interface setting, and some has 4 interface setting. How do we know which settings to use for iPhone and the one to use for Android versions? We have to know this, because if we don't know the foundation of the usage and how we can operate the applications, we cannot actually use those apps to the full extent.
Thanks a lot.
That question is actually very, very interesting. Okay, remember you have mobile phone. Before mobile phone, we have computers. So that's why the first thing in the marketplace, there's actually a wallet on the browser extension in Chrome or in Firefox, in Brave. It's called MetaMask. That's a wallet. Then if you use that wallet, you always can, because it's only operated on the more stable places than a mobile phone. If your mobile phone has not upgraded like the Chinese, they may not have the Android version to the latest. They may not able to download the wallet, the what we call the wallet online, and never download a wallet from a website. You have to download a wallet from an online store like Android. Android will be Google Play or the certified website of the community. If you go to a website on yourself and you just download a wallet that you think that, oh, he said that wallet is easier to do it, he is actually stealing your token. This is why all this had to be very careful. To download a wallet, you have to get it from iOS on iTunes or Google Play, because they actually have gone through a process, because they are using the software, the platform. You build it, they check it. There's no bugs inside. There's no anything like this. They'll kick you out, so that it's to protect the user. So anything that you download, then the only safest that you come back is your computer. Just download the extension from MetaMask, from then go to Firefox, to what we call Chrome, which owned by Google, Microsoft. They come out the Edge. Just about last month, they also use MetaMask. It's now millions of people using wallet. That's why there is an interest in doing that. So now, if you have a fallback that, sorry, my phone, I can't get it done, never mind. Just go into the internet. Just make sure you have Chrome, you have this Firefox, Brave, or Microsoft Edge. Then you download the extension. That's a wallet. You can use that. That is what we call the fallback situation. In computers, you always try to have a fallback situation. So that will be done. So don't worry, time will come, and when you get cheaper mobile phone that has better application, better software updates that you can use. I understand in some countries you could not afford it. I understand that. So this is how we want to actually go back to the earlier end. And we actually have now in our system, we actually still have the card. But the card that we have is called a core wallet card. You put $100 inside or $20 inside, it's insured. So what you do is get home, you top up the card from the wallet, the card. It is actually called, how you put it this way, it only guarantees the tokens that's deposited inside on the private network, okay, private blockchain network. You go to anybody who pays it, it's only taking whatever balance inside here. So you don't need an online, you don't need a mobile phone. We're still adapting this for the, majority of the population. Too bad, because not everybody listen to us on crypto to download an app. But if I give them a card, they will do it. So that is actually coming up on the first quarter of next year. We're actually testing 5,000 cards, and even MEDILIVE token will be one of the first cards that put inside. Then you take the card, okay? I don't even need you to download an app, but I don't give you money. I give you this card. Nah, take this card.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Bill, amazing. I think that actually addresses your concern, Atwood. Kevin, let's have yours, please. Your question. Kevin Fowler.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Good.
Good morning, Bill. Yes, great to hear the history behind this crypto. That was great. I'm always into history. I like to do my research, so that was great. Thank you. My question is, Ethereum's just launched the 2.0. How will this affect DeFi and the ecosystem in the future?
It's very much better because most of the DeFi projects is either going on Tron, which is almost like a less gas, but I would say more than 80 to 90% is on Ethereum. So Ethereum writes a smart contract on top. There's about 300 over 1,000 smart contracts. Out of that, 70,000 is about token. The rest of them is actually smart contracts is written. So when you go on the Ethereum, that means we are having 50 million wallets. Sorry, not wallets alone. More than 200,000 developers contributing to the codes. Just imagine if you have 200,000 developers developing each one codes, they share the codes. What do you have? You have a pool of people working for you. Somebody find a fault, they actually put it up. That's why you have ERC20. They actually put up to the community and they like it, they become a token. They become a system of adaptation. It's actually community-based development. So you can be anybody, and they even come up funds from Ethereum Foundation to actually reward you for doing that. So you're actually rewarded to improve the system, everything from there. So that's why I have been also a beneficiary of this Ethereum network. So I actually trust the system because 50 million people trust it. There's nothing wrong, and there's only 200,000 developers. I mean, you employ a developer. A blockchain developer costs you about 100 to 150,000 pounds a year now. Can you afford 200,000? No, because they went on the bounty system. That's how now this network itself, most of the DeFi actually comes up from Ethereum. So this is why we have first you have a foundation. Now it's all what you want to do with that. So this is development is going to go on. But because Ethereum has one problem, they're using mining before December 1st. So now they actually on December 1st, it's called proof of stake. It was just called proof of work, mining energy, not energy official. And also every 15 seconds, the tokens coming up is very slow. Now it's 4 times faster. Okay, they call transaction per second is TPS. So this is how it improves. But even if you do this, still not enough because people want to make it faster. So you just write a smart contract or you fork up from Ethereum to have a what you call a private chain. That's what we did. And we actually have a top. They are very good, like Polkadot is also one of them. Many of these come up from on top, the second layer, call it the second layer. So same as Bitcoin, you have Bitcoin Cash. That's why the Bitcoin Cash can pay very fast because it was staked by Bitcoin. Same as Ethereum. Like what we do, we are staking over in our TRAMS DEX. You stake USDT or Ethereum against MEDILIVE token. So MEDILIVE token is on top. MEDILIVE token can have MEDILIVE baby to do something else. So that becomes a stable coin for MEDILIVE ecosystem. This is what we are doing.
Fantastic.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I would like to just ask another one, if I may.
No. You haven't got that time, Kevin, for now, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I now go to Aggie? Aggie, your question now, please.
Hi, good morning, William. Bill or William?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, it's a Chinese again. So you
I'm
mentioned
not Chinese, I'm Singaporean.
me, this Chinese again.
Oh, okay.
This Chinese. I've asked you the question before. The question is that if DeFi, yeah, we say got DeFi become more popular, and then people pay up with Ethereum more and more. So would it be create the traffic or congestion problem? So if that happen, what is the solution? What that's mean for the future?
I just explained just now.
Yeah.
This actually has Ethereum is always there now because we are very confident. Unless something break, they wouldn't break anymore. Now they have 16,000 over validators. So it's more than enough what you call nodes running around the world. The most important thing on top is we actually create the second layer. That's why we have the things that's coming up very much in the marketplace called Polkadot is on top of this, a second layer. So people are improving not only the transaction, the transparency, the tools they can use and develop faster. We have been doing that. So we also a Polkadot developer. So we actually work on top of that. So because of that, exactly the worry, the gas, we don't use Ethereum. We actually use it as a gas. on transaction. So you actually had to use that. You had to have some Ethereum. That if MEDILIVE token sends you some token in the wallet, the first thing you have, you can have $1 million of MEDILIVE token, but you need at least $10 of Ethereum, because you need that to transfer from one wallet to the next. This is actually what we call, you have to, when you go to a taxi, you have to pay for a fee to drive from point A to point B. But the taxi driver had to pay for petrol. I just wanted to say.
Fantastic. Right. Lamidi, do you have a question? And throw it on the floor to Bill very quickly.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, William.
Morning to you.
It was a nice presentation. I also have a few questions. The question is, in TRAMS exchange, after putting the liquidity on the exchange and everything, I was on the confusion on the part if it is possible for someone to withdraw the just the end token or the end share you are getting from the liquidity pool. I haven't pulled those stuff. Is it possible to withdraw it? And the other question is, I noticed that using a Trust Wallet Direct is more easier and very, very easy and other things. Is it safer to use Trust Wallets to access TRAMS and Uniswap? I don't know. During the, is it safer for the individuals to use it to access their, because I noticed that in the wallet, once you do that, you are exposing your wallet automatically to the website. So is this safer for individuals to transform those kind of things?
Okay, you asked two questions. What is the security of the wallet? And the other one is withdrawal. Okay, withdrawal itself, okay, if you have staked the token, you actually go back to the pair that you stake. Like for instance, MEDILIVE with ETH. When you put in, you go to your accounts on the left side of that. And when you click on it, look for your wallet address. Once you click on wallet address, they'll come to a page where they says on the left side, where it says add and one said withdraw. Because you want to withdraw, maybe you put $1,000 and you make $50 or $100 now. So you want to withdraw, you just click it. But remember, when you pair, it's always 50-50. Your MEDILIVE 50% and Ether 50%. So when we draw $100, you actually draw 50. But you actually want to draw more, also can. But you just do that, and you go there and withdraw. But you don't have to. When you go up to withdraw, you actually pop up a screen, which is the exchange. It'll tell you you have to do it 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. You can drag the thing and you just, oh, I just want to take the profit. You can take it out. That's how you withdraw. It goes back to your wallet, and then you can exchange. You can do everything from there. That is what I could answer you, how you withdraw from TRAMS DEX. Number two, the security of the wallet. Remember, when we are actually a smart contract, we have an interface. That's the reason why we have to secure this. Our contracts are all audited and secure, so that when you actually connect the wallet, you didn't connect to us, you connect to an API called the Wallet Connect or the MetaMask API. We don't even provide that. It's all provided by the developers. So if you already trust the Trust Wallet, you put your token in there. When you come to our site, you're just doing a handshake. Hello, I want to do business here. Okay, so you just are going to the counter and say, hey, I got $100 pound. I want to change to rupiah. I want to change to maybe a US dollar. So now I'm telling you first. Okay, what should I change to? Now you tell me. So when you do that, the money is still with you. Okay. I'll pass it over to you. When you pass it to you, there's a handshake. The money pass it to you. You must make sure that he has the money before you pass it back, because you go to the money changer. So you know that he has money. So he'll give you the money and you pull back into your wallet. So the wallet only has your own private key, your own way of access. So money comes back to here. Don't come back to us. We only take the transaction fee of 0.3%. That's all. So this is the platform, a conduit between the smart contract. And when that transaction goes through, you actually press the Ether scan, you can see, oh, my transaction is going through. Just like when you're changing, the guy is putting the money, keep on counting. He's actually doing the process. Until everything is done, he records on the computer.
Amazing, amazing. This is entertaining. Excellent, Bill. Yeah, Kevin, let me just take your last question as the last one, please. Make it really short.
Okay, thank you. Bill, you're aware that they switch certain softwares off across China, like WhatsApp and other software. What's to stop them switching off the cryptocurrency transactions?
They didn't switch off. They actually put a proxy server in front. But blockchain has no way to block, because blockchain is how you block blockchain. Everybody, and you know, in the last three weeks, China is the biggest Bitcoin Ethereum transaction. They have the Bitcoin, they have the world biggest Bitcoin mining farms in China. You telling me they are blocking? Yes, they don't want you to trade, but they want to collect the tax. That's why even when they got caught on the on this payment from the coin, the first thing they do, they even sell the Bitcoin. That's why there was a drop on the big price from 19,000 to 7,000. They sell 1% of Bitcoin in the marketplace. If they don't trust the system, who they sell to? They must have sold to an exchange. Yes, to exchange they sold to.
Fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
Just a final question I'm going to take. Thanks a lot, Kevin, for that. And Dr. Joshua Jogo, yeah, your question, please. This is going to be the final one for you, Bill.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thanks, William, for that very powerful and insightful revelations, I will call them. I have a question regarding data. Is there a way, for example, in Africa, most of the challenges that the Africans have is the cost of data, that makes it impossible for many of them to access this kind of services online. Is it possible to implement or come up with a solution on blockchain, or something that goes pari passu, if you like, with an application like this that makes internet accessibility very easy for the remotest areas that desperately, because for me, this kind of service, those are the people it's meant for, and yet they have this big challenge with data. How do we solve this problem? Thank you.
Very good.
For this information, we already have Filecoin, which is called IPFS. It's actually called decentralized. So data are actually kept in servers around the world. Already, this is how blockchain is done. So the second layer or another private blockchain is running, is already there. We also, our own TN blockchain is also done in that way. We develop it that way. But now, we even be better. We will be having about 10,000 nodes. 8,000, each node itself is holding 48 gigabyte of, it's also what you call a router, or you call it a validator, or call a node, and it has 48 gigabyte of data that is stored for between 1 hour to 1 year. It is a cold storage. Sorry, when you talk about data, it's very, very expensive and very lucrative. Amazon makes the most money other than his shipping. Alibaba, same thing, data center. This is very expensive to maintain, but very, very lucrative, because all they have is a computer, and they call it a cloud, and it's out there. So they can charge anything. Just like I give you an example what we do on the telephone. The telephone, when you make a call on the digital line, okay, between two servers, okay, it's only a connection that you pay maybe $10,000 a month. You can put in so much traffic that you can do $1 million as long as you can put the data. Data is charged by you, the metering, understand? Same as what you're having. Now the problem in Africa, in some countries, you have two problems you have to address. The problem is not actually on blockchain. It's the service provider that's providing the internet, the service provider that come on the phone. Those are the monopolies that some of these countries have that you cannot control. That's part I can help you. But very soon, what you call displacement data center with Wi-Fi, or even we call it 5G, such a way that because the units, instead of having a tower that is doing 3 kilometers, it is doing 300 meters in your house. You can even put it there. So somebody puts a server in your house with a short antenna, the 5G antenna, you actually can have your whole village having that access for almost little or no fee. But if everybody is networked together, it becomes modulus, That is how this is actually a lot of projects in Africa is trying to bring the data cost down, because data cost is two very expensive. One is security and one is this. So blockchain has developed that, encrypted that, and put it on. Even a company that I'm working with is called Crypto with IBM. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's what we have time for this morning. Thank you, Bill, so much for enlightening us this morning. This is Sunny Ahonse Crypto Show, not just for Sunny, but also for Angela, also for John, Kevin, Aggie, Dr. Jogo, and all of us on this particular platform. Tonight, we're going to have on the MEDILIVE platform, where we're going to have a team of doctors who will be advising remotely, providing consultation on the global community who are suffering from different forms of infirmity, illnesses. Today, we're going to be dealing with mental health. Yeah, that's a big topic. You're going to have on the podium tonight. Don't fail to be there. It's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time. Again, we will be back tomorrow morning with Bill. And if he's able to support us again tomorrow morning, we'll be telling you more about the MEDILIVE and other crypto and how you can optimize and use it to make payment for services that will be available. And don't go away. The music is about to resume. Yeah, and do your miracle, bringing the show to an end with the music. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Bill. Brilliant.
How are you today? I hope you are fine, cause we always have new hopes. I wish you best luck, focus on your goals. Don't forget to be open-minded. We know the world is changing. We know the world is falling. Let's hold each other, grow together.
TRAMS.io, right? TRAMS.io.
We
Isn't that beautiful? And that was produced by Bill's company, TRAMS.io, TRAMS.dex, TRAM 2 more. So, Bill, what can we say? You have been absolutely fantastic. And that music says it all, that DeFi is for everyone. And you have demonstrated that for us this morning. So for all of you who have listened to this particular show today, it is the end of the day's show. And we'll see you back tomorrow morning. Don't go away. Thank you for Bill and all of you who have been on this platform. Wonderful session this morning. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening.
Right.
Bill, it's time for your dinner right now, but it's time for our own breakfast. What an amazing day.